Introducing first, presenting the team of Simbolo, Bandolero Star, Tigre Asiatico, y su final compañero, the monster, el monstruo, Bazooka, as the Mexican force, this is Fuerza Mexicana. And their opponent's team number 2. Here's the team of Chiliricky, Infernal, Gringo Loco, y su final compañero, Skayde Jr. Este es la Revolucion.
This is gonna be the greatest match of all time, with the biggest heavyweight champion in recent memory, Bazooka, in there with Tigre Asiatico and Simbolo, Bandolero.
We've got a mess. Skayde Jr.'s got a chair. It's an elimination match, and he might get disqualified before this even gets started. So here we are, the main event featured attraction. Took us a while to get the event started. The event now is surpassing nearly the 2.5 hour mark, but there's going to be a lot of action here.
1,178 fans have packed into this park.
Some of the most impressive forces in all of Lucha Libre, independent wrestling, and the area involved in this one.
The area, yeah, if you include all of the Distrito Federal, look at them. These are the biggest stars out of Mexico, or as it's known in down there, Mexico.
Skayde Jr. ready to lock horns with Tigre Asiatico. These two are no strangers to one another.
He's from Asia.
The number of participants from Mexico in this match, and a lot of individuals.
A front chancery just turned into an armbar like Tigre Asiatico. Did you see that?
A lot of individuals in this match have had worldwide international experience. They've competed in the Midwest, in multiple states, in multiple territories. They have also competed around Mexico, the Caribbean, and they hope to show off their skills in this environment where hundreds of fans are still on hand watching from a very far distance. As Lucha Libre now has invaded wrestling in the park for Lucha Libre in the park for this featured attraction. This is an elimination match. So much like one of the previous matches, it is a battle of endurance. You got to continue to try to outlast and out-endure your competition
The technical
until the teams dwindle. Now, obviously, in an elimination match, you want to try to get the advantage early. If you've got a 4-on-3, 4-on-2, or a 4-on-1 advantage, even if it's a 3-on-1 advantage, that gives one team a tremendous advantage over the other, and that improves their chances of winning tenfold. See, so who do you think the two teams are going to try to isolate as the weakest links? Who are they going to try to take out first? And where do you see the team captains figuring into this? Obviously, Bazooka, the team captain for Mexican Force, is Skayde Jr., the team captain for the Revolution in this 8-man tag team elimination match.
Personally, I would go after the biggest man, which would be the monster Bazooka.
Well, Bazooka last year won 2 matches at the Lucha Libre in the Park Series. Back-to-back, he destroyed Adam Cross. He won a multiple megastar battle royale. He had no equal in this ring. He was unstoppable.
He still has no equal in that ring. Look at him. He could win 15 matches at Lucha in the Park.
300 pounds, so strong, so massive, the leader of the Mexican forces. Now, JPW, the Puerto Rican forces within that organization, they've been feuding with Fuerza Mexicana, and there's been a power struggle between those two. I mean, the Mexican force, the Puerto Rican team. Both teams have been trying, they've been at wit's end. They've been trying to beat each other down. They've been trying to hurt each other. They've been trying to really do damage to one another from head to toe. And every time that they meet in a multiple-man match of any sort, there's a disqualification, or there's some sort of tricks or chicanery, or there's something that happens that causes the match to go completely awry. And in this match, you know, when you have so many competitors from rival organizations wanting to hurt one another, take one another out,
yes,
it's different than what the situation in Just Pro Wrestling. I mean, this is a situation where somebody could get seriously hurt. And in a 4-on-1 environment, that's the ultimate environment to hurt somebody for good, for real, forever, and it'd probably wipe them out from all pro wrestling entirely.
And to think that it would happen right here at Unity Park, in the middle of Logan Square.
Simbolo takes the drop at the hands of Infernal. Skayde Jr. in the yellow and black. The Revolution also have Gringo Loco in primarily black and with red and silver trim, but Bazooka has entered into this match, albeit illegally. This is a Lucha Libre rules match. Tags are not necessary. However, you can only have one member from a team in the ring at one time. And right here, there's a 20 count, and they can continue to do damage as often as they want to Infernal in multiples, because 20 seconds is a long time, Black Number One. You know that.
It is a long time, long enough to do extensive damage.
This match featuring heavyweights, cruiserweights, high flyers, hardcore elements. You saw Skayde Jr. You saw the team he came in here with. They are undersized, Black Number One. They don't have the power elements that the other team does. Check this match out of Bandolero Star in orange and black with the Superman logo draped across his chest against Gringo Loco, who is arguably as good now as he was 10 plus years ago. He has re-emerged. He has had a resurgence in his career. And I remember when he was competing in warehouses. I remember when he was competing in small arenas. And then he competed in IWRG Mexico. He was dominating there. He was a champion there. And now he's back. He took a hiatus, came back. He's training harder than ever. And he's even put down DJ Zima Ion's shoulders to the man a number of times. Who does that?
He does that. He's Gringo Loco. He's the best out of the Distrito Federal.
That last head scissors takedown with the snap was impressive by Bandolero Star, as Bandolero Star gets a quick advantage on Gringo Loco, but that might not last forever.
What's strange, and people may not be aware of this, is Skayde Jr. beat Bandolero in a masked match, and that's what forced Bandolero to wrestle without a mask. But by the same token, Bandolero beat Skayde Jr. to win the NWA lightweight title in Mexico in the Distrito Federal. And after those battles, those two men saw each other's abilities, their intestinal fortitude. They saw each other's strengths. They knew each other's weaknesses. They decided, you know what, let's team up.
Forget that. Gringo Loco just cartwheeled sideways out of that takedown. And Bandolero Star did the same thing.
The traffic has stopped in the street now.
And the traffic is slowing down, but they're not stopping. They're at a crawl, though. And the tag is made again. Bandolero Star, move for move, gave Gringo Loco a test, but this is a mismatch. Bazooka against Gringo Loco. There's 100 pounds of upper body mass there in the face of Gringo Loco that he does not possess. I mean, he's got a lot of strength in his upper body, but not even close to the power that Bazooka has.
And Bazooka, he may be in line for a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion, Ricky the Janitor, who's held that belt for so long. But you know who's angling for that title? The French Cactus. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen when the French Cactus meets Ricky the Janitor over the title.
Backsplash on the body slam. Now, just for the record, this is an elimination match. No one's been eliminated yet. It's still 4-on-4, but Skayde Jr. had to protect Gringo Loco and enters the ring, climbs to the top rope, and has joined Bazooka up there. Wow, what a head scissors takeover that was. And now, the Revolution are trying to take apart all the members of Fuerza Mexicana at the same time. We've got action everywhere. Infernal with an awkward splash. Backwards onto Bazooka. Bazooka easily bridges out. We have action on the outside. And they have now traveled into the general direction of the fans. The fans are at risk here, and they are in a dangerous spot as the action is spilled out all over the Unity Park area. And Skayde Jr. now paired off with Bandolero Star on the right side. Big shoulder block on a running attack by Bazooka lays out Infernal in the ring. Gringo Loco putting out the eye sockets of another individual right there as they try to chop him repeatedly over and over again. Infernal bridging, trying to get out of all this. Skayde Jr.'s got a metal support, and he's going to try to choke out Bandolero Star.
Why are they hitting the monster Bazooka when they know it's not going to have any effect on them?
What a mess. Flying attack on the outside of the ring. And down goes Bazooka in the ring with that running shoulder block by Infernal.
Infernal got him down.
Green solid steel support by Skayde Jr. Just got crashed across the head and neck of Simbolo or Chiliricky. I can't even tell.
It's Simbolo.
Running shoulder tackle. That's done some damage. Chiliricky on the team of Gringo Loco and Skayde Jr. in this. Oh my, flying forearm smash by Bazooka.
What's that kid doing in his communion outfit at ringside?
That's a good question. A lot of young people are dressed to their greatest of threats for this. That first with the solid.
Taking apart the ring.
Stair support.
He took the stairs.
My goodness, there is no stopping these 8 men.
There's no stopping Bazooka.
This might end in a no contest at this rate. We haven't even had an elimination yet. Foxy Brown is not even counting. You can't have a count out or anything at this point.
I want him to go to a winner, man.
Gringo Loco and Bandolero Star are about ready to brawl in front of the fans out here. Skayde Jr. trying to rip the mask off of Infernal here. And he tried to rip it, but it wouldn't come off. And Tigre Asiatico takes the fall. Skayde Jr. tries to go after him.
This is crazy.
They're going to go everywhere in Unity Park as long as they have daylight, that's for sure. Bazooka being double-teamed on the outside by Chiliricky, I believe.
That's right, this can go all the way to curfew.
And Gringo Loco
down at sundown.
In the ring, Bandolero Star is trapped against the entire Revolution. At least 3 out of the 4 members, actually all 4. Face first drop. Skayde Jr. with the drop kick. Now one's going to try to spring off of the back of the other. Gringo Loco uses the ropes, and he connects. Big moonsault press. The match is broken down. Bandolero Star tries to exit the ring. Chiliricky with a big drop kick puts down Bazooka. Lots of action, and it is broken down inside of the Wrestling in the Park 2 ring for this main event featured attraction, an elimination match. Skayde Jr. continues to pummel the big man with chops in the corner. And Bazooka is defenseless as he's going to absorb the impact from Chiliricky. Infernal. Skayde Jr. And down he goes. Gringo Loco waiting for him in a seated position so he can hit the rolling body attack. And inevitably, he might have damaged Bazooka's left hip. Drop kick by Chiliricky. They definitely are going after the captain. They're putting everything they've got into this. Simbolo now on the receiving end of everything at the hands of the Revolution. This elimination match is getting physical as Chiliricky is laid out. Simbolo, and right there, Infernal hit the big backsplash. Skayde Jr. brings Simbolo back to his feet as he tries to chop him as he sends him outside. The Revolution 4 against 1 now pinpoint Tigre Asiatico on their attack.
These people are going nuts, man.
Bandolero Star. He's brave. I'll give him credit. He's brave as can be. But this isn't the right place for him. He was doing much better when he was one-on-one against Skayde Jr. and Gringo Loco. Now when it's 4-on-1. Look at that. Chiliricky might have saved the day, but no, he didn't. Bandolero Star's just sending everybody into each other. The Revolution are having miscommunication issues all over the place. Bandolero Star with a nice forward flip, backward flip, and a double arm drag takeover to both Skayde Jr. and Gringo Loco at the same time.
Incredible.
Swing and a miss. Gringo Loco rolls in the general direction of his partners, and Bandolero Star skins the cat, gets backwards into the ring, and still manages to take Gringo Loco down.
I can't believe what I just seen.
Bandolero Star put on the brakes, accelerates, Skayde Jr. caught him, and then he hoisted him right into Gringo Loco as he just got spun down onto the grass below. Nice enziguri kick. Bandolero Star has laid out Gringo Loco and Skayde Jr. on the grass. In the ring, the participants, Bandolero Star and Bazooka on the same team, are trying to communicate what they need to do next. I think they need to quadruple team their adversaries here. Bandolero Star is disappearing. Where is he going?
Into the crowd.
There's a brawl outside. Skayde Jr. being attacked on the grass right in front of the restrooms. Meanwhile, Infernal in the ring. We got action everywhere. That's somebody's toy machine. That wagon just got crushed down onto Skayde Jr. on the outside. What a mess this is. The referee counts, but it's a 20 count, I believe. No sign of Skayde Jr. anywhere. The Revolution are shrinking before our eyes. Hard way back in the ring for Infernal at the hands of Bazooka. Now it is Mexican Force, Fuerza Mexicana, with all the momentum. The body slam by Bazooka. Simbolo with the frog splash. Skayde Jr. back at ringside. Gringo Loco still down on the outside, as well as Chiliricky. And down goes Infernal to the outside. Skayde Jr. can legally re-enter this match. And I think he had that red wagon dropped on his entire back. Skayde Jr. is actually going to test his striking against Bazooka. That's a big mistake. You don't want to exchange blows with this man.
No, you don't want to do that with Bazooka.
Tilt-a-whirl, no. Head scissors takeover. Bazooka gets trapped and goes under the bottom ropes to try to save himself. Skayde Jr. with a flying attack, but Bazooka caught him with ease. And now Bazooka's going to have backup. Tope Cornel over the top rope. He hit Bazooka harder than he hit Skayde Jr.
Or did he?
He connected with both. Infernal's going to take a chance. This could be deadly for him. He's going to fly. Watch out. Oh, my. He landed on Bandolero Star. Tigre Asiatico's turn. Flying attack again. The bowling pins keep falling down in multiples.
That's a great analogy, Articulator.
Flag number one, how much more punishment can these men take?
A lot more punishment. I want to see them. Oh, I'm being stared down by some luchadors, the future contenders.
Chiliricky plans to do a moonsault press but slipped.
This is mine.
Oh my! He turned himself into a ball, nearly landed on his head, but fortunately he did connect with some of the flying bodies on that drop.
That's scary.
Simbolo Simbolo trying to struggle his way to the top.
What is he thinking he's doing?
What a flying missile attack that was!
Apparently that's what he thought he was doing.
Tigre Asiatico coming up limping after all that. Gringo Loco still in the ring.
The Gringo Loco is still in the ring.
And Loco might be preparing to take flight next.
He indeed might be preparing to take flight. Aha, he was distracted.
Whoa, my! Backward somersault over the top rope onto all the men on the outside.
Did you notice the precision with which he did it? He didn't go flying over them. He flew right on top of them. Right on top of them.
We still haven't had an elimination. I don't know if this match is going to be able to last any longer if they
because
continue to hurt each
sundown
other
is
this
coming
way.
soon, and the park closes at sundown, and then the match is going to have to be stopped due to curfew, just like the WWF used to do back in the Madison Square Garden days, back when Jim Crockett Promotions was on TV.
It's
and
broken
the TV
down
time
again.
limit
The quick
would run
spear
out.
by Bazooka in the ring to Skayde Jr. And Bazooka takes flight. It's a splash. And Skayde Jr. bridges out. Infernal is there to break it up just in case. Tigre Asiatico striking anything that moves. The plunging drop by Infernal to Bazooka. They're trying to pin the captain. Not yet. Tigre Asiatico breaks it up.
Remember what I told you that I would do myself if I was one of them, brother.
High vertical suplex with the release. Tigre Asiatico's leg is hurt. He keeps struggling to balance himself as he falls and it goes sideways. He can't hold his body weight with another body. It's just not going to work.
That may be a sign of some serious damage to his wheel.
Huge splash by Tigre Asiatico off the top rope, and Chiliricky breaks it up. Trying to go for the Maestro cradle attempt. Now he's got that ankle trapped. An ankle hook from a very bizarre position. Oh my, Simbolo breaks it up. This is not over yet. La Maestro cradled this time by Simbolo to Chiliricky, and Chiliricky's out.
Is that our first elimination?
I believe so. Chiliricky has been eliminated. 7 men remain. The Revolution are now down a man, if I understand correctly. Wow, beautiful head scissors. He hooked the leg. Oh, not yet. Could not put down Gringo Loco. Bandolero Star might be going for that swanton dive off the top. Oh my, he got straddled on that top rope in support by Gringo Loco. Loco joining Billy Star. Superplex attempt on the way. Bandolero Star from Mexican Force has got to muscle his way out of this. The Revolution taking a huge chance here. They're down. Oh my! Pump handle, half Nelson driver from the top, and Bandolero Star is out. Bandolero Star has been eliminated. 3-on-3 now. Bazooka with Loco in the air. Spike slam. Bazooka has squashed Gringo Loco, and he's out too. Gringo Loco has been eliminated. 3-on-2. Mexican Force with the edge. Skayde Jr. He hit the low blow on Bazooka, the captain. He beat him with that single shot. Bazooka has been eliminated.
What did we just see?
2-on-2. Right now, Tigre Asiatico, Simbolo versus, I believe it is, I think it's 3-on-2 actually. Figure 4, he tapped, Tigre's out. Tigre Asiatico has been eliminated. So if I understand this correctly, it's Simbolo against Infernal, Chiliricky, Infernal, and Skayde Jr., I believe. Isn't it 2-on-1?
It is.
Has already been eliminated, but he's trying to put damage to Skayde Jr. after the fact.
Bazooka's not leaving, man.
He can't do that. He's already been eliminated. Now Yiki delivers a low blow. He's already been eliminated. What is Chiliricky doing? I don't understand the point of this. Bazooka's already out.
Probably to get rid of Bazooka because he's out, but he's still in there physically. And they're trying to get rid of him physically.
The match has been awarded to La Revolucion.
He must not be able to continue.
Simbolo has forfeited. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, El Infernal, Skayde Jr, La Revolucion. What a finale that was. Bazooka says that he was hit with a low blow, that Skayde Jr should have been disqualified and that they should restart this match. I don't see that happening. What a mess. The Revolution have scored the big win at Wrestling in the Park 2, and the Revolution outlast Fuerza Mexicana under very controversial circumstances here this afternoon. We still have a fight between Infernal and Simbolo on the outside. DDT drop. That doesn't do us any favors.
Please be careful.
A catastrophic environment for Lucha Libre and pro wrestling at the park, and there's a lot of unfinished business, and it might not be settled here, and it might be settled at Just Pro Wrestling's next live event, October the 8th. Hey fans, let's hear another round of applause for Fuerza Mexicana y el monstruo Bazooka! Fuerza Mexicana did not have the firepower at the end. The multiple quadruple teams, the flying body attacks were too much for them to handle.